Hi guys, so the recipe I'm gonna demo for you today has become one of my favorite breakfast smoothies. I've kind of been on the smoothie train for a while and I've been slowly perfecting lots of smoothie recipes. So today the one I'm gonna make has lots of green things in it and actually no fruit. So it's low carb, high fat, moderate protein, maybe even high protein. I'm going to put quite a bit of protein in it. So the first ingredient, also I'm using a Vitamix. I do recommend using a pretty powerful blender for this, so a Vitamix or a Blendtec, maybe one of the KitchenAid ones, just like a good quality blender. And if you don't have a good quality blender, I definitely recommend investing in one because there's so many things that you can make with a really good quality blender, like nut butter and nut milks and hummus if you eat hummus, lots of things. Okay, so I just put in about a cup of water to start. It's good to put the liquid on the bottom. So you can use unsweetened almond milk or coconut milk. I don't recommend dairy, so like a dairy alternative. I sometimes will do that, I just don't have any right now. So I just use water and it still will taste delicious. Okay, and the next thing I'm gonna put in is half an avocado. And the next thing I'm gonna put in is protein powder. I'm using pure paleo vanilla. It's actually like a beef hydrolysate protein. I did write an article on why I like this protein powder. Protein powder is kind of a tricky thing. Like there is a lot of not very good quality protein powders out there, and most of the protein powders are whey protein, which does have a lot of benefits, but also is difficult for many people to digest, and it's a component of dairy. So if you have issues digesting dairy, you might have trouble digesting whey protein as well. I find a lot of people who can't eat dairy are okay with whey protein because it is just a component of dairy. But if you have trouble with whey protein, then it can be difficult to find a really good quality protein. So if you want more information about why I like this protein powder and why I chose to sell this one in my dispensary, I will include the link at the top of the video and down below so you can check that out. The next thing I'm going to put in my smoothie is L-glutamine. So this is an amino acid that is used for a lot of things in our body. On my container it says natural muscle food. I don't know if you guys can see that. And basically is muscle food, but it's also food for your immune cells and for your enterocytes, which are the cells that line your digestive tract, your small and large intestines. The next ingredient I'm going to put in the smoothie is hemp hearts. So this is just a really good source of fiber. I'm just going to put in a tablespoon-ish. But fiber is great in the morning just to stabilize your blood sugar levels and get things moving, if you know what I mean. And matcha green tea powder. Just like 1 teaspoon of this. Sometimes I leave this out, but if I have it around, I definitely put it in my smoothies. Alright, my next 2 ingredients are MCT oil and coconut oil. Coconut oil is really high in medium chain triglycerides, so you don't necessarily have to put both in. I just like to. They have different textures, so coconut oil, solid at room temperature, MCT oil, liquid at room temperature. It's really great fuel for your brain. So another good way to start off your day. Who doesn't want really good brain fuel first thing in the morning? I do. And my last ingredient for this smoothie is a crap load of spinach. Spinach is my favorite leafy green to put in smoothies because you really don't taste it, and it has, once it's blended, it doesn't really change the texture too much of the smoothie. If anything, it makes it a bit thicker, which personally I like. I don't like to consume my smoothies in a glass or with a straw. I like to put them in a bowl and eat them with a spoon. So I want my smoothie to be really thick so that it's necessary to eat with a spoon. I guess it's technically a smoothie bowl and not a straight up smoothie. Anyways, I put all my ingredients in the blender. As you can see, there's a lot of spinach in here. Now I'm ready to make the magic happen. The blending. The blending is the magic, I guess. Ta-da! This is what it looks like. Big bowl of green goodness. So it's a little bit more liquidy than I usually make my smoothies. I think I added a little bit too much water. I will blame recording a video as the problem. You guys are distracting. If you want to make a really cool Instagram post about your smoothie bowl after you make it, you can get a little fancy and sprinkle some hemp hearts or like slice up an avocado on the top. Or if you're really hungry, you can just eat it and start your day off with a high-fat, moderate protein, low-carb, delicious green smoothie bowl.